Hello there.
I do not live in hope. I work to return it.
Here, welcome in, monks. The Yorick buffs are here in 14.3. And now, we got the big heals and everything else. Let's see what they changed. On Yorick's Q, now the mana is only 20. It used to be 25, but most importantly, our Q now has missing HP healing. Starts at 4% up to 8%, so this will basically mean the lower on HP we get, for example, the higher healing we will get when we strike enemy champions. But we won't have high healing when we don't hit an enemy champion. So for example, I Q this, the healthier I get, the less HP I'll gain, but the healing is still big. But if I Q a tower, for example, I won't get a lot of healing, or if I just Q a monster, I won't get a lot of healing. I only get half of it, but it's better than nothing, so we like it here. The second change is that they made the E faster, and it arcs a bit more, so it looks more like an arcing rainbow. This will just make landing your E a bit faster, and that will also feel very nice. Now the third change is on Maiden. They made the percent max HP damage 2%, 2.5%, then 3%, but on the upside is that it has no cooldown, so each time I'm gonna auto attack, I'm gonna deal a percent of the enemy's max HP each time. So this will make items like Titanic Hydra very good on Yorick, because you can auto reset it with it very quickly. Like you can auto Titanic Q or auto Q Titanic. Either one works. And if you're wondering why you can't do the same with the Ravenous Hydra, for example, is because they won't apply the Maiden percent max HP, because they don't actually auto attack, because you can stand still and use it. So let's hit this dummy. You can see the 20 that's being applied, that's the Maiden damage. If I auto and Titanic, you don't see the 20 go off. It's the same for Profane Hydra, Stride Breaker, because Stride Breaker now on this patch is also has a 20, but when I activate it, it doesn't go off. If you see more than 20, that's the Grasp. But it doesn't work on Profane, it doesn't work on Stride Breaker. So the main Tiamat item, unless you need it for a specific matchup, should be Titanic, because in a quick fight, you should be able to just auto attack the enemy 3 times in a row very quickly, as long as you have Titanic. So again, to show you off the combo, is you auto attack, right there, just like that. Auto attack, Titanic Q. As long as the auto attack goes off, you just reactivate with Q or Titanic, and you can hit the enemy multiple times in a row.
The sword of a great man.
The sword of a fool.
Sort of a fool. This may also make items like Blade of the Ruin King work better on us if we're fighting a tank and we're having trouble killing them. Like for example, I don't think we will have trouble killing Mundo, but a Cho'Gath maybe, or a Tahm Kench if we're losing for any reason. It just adds like more an itemization option for us. But Trinity first should be enough, and maybe you could have fun with Rage Blade, but you guys would have to test that out and see for yourself. Now the fourth change they added is that if you're walking away, and let's say you make a lot of distance away from Maiden, remove this and you look at her movement speed will go up the further away from her I will go. So if I teleport away and we look at Maiden, she's gonna walk towards us very, very quickly. And it's the same for the ghouls as well. So right here, down here, I have some ghouls hitting the dummy. If I just put the dummy somewhere else, these ghouls will run back to Yorick very quickly. So this is going to be very nice. Now the next change they made is that the Yorick's leash range for his summons with his graves, and that he can only have 4 ghouls around them, has been made shorter. This means, like for example, right here we have 3 graves around, maybe even a 4th right here. If I get a grave here and I land E and I walk away, when I walk far enough away, we get more than 4 ghouls. Then if I E this, and I keep walking away before my ghouls reach me, because now they have movement speed towards me. Now, I was still too close, so what happened? The ghouls die. But as you can see, that is basically the change. As long as you're far enough, the ghouls will basically not die. Now keep in mind that that change can also be used in lane, but it would be a bit harder to do. But what you would need to do is have 4 graves set up. You have Maiden now with more ghouls, then you land E at the edge, and then you walk further away, and more than 4 ghouls will jump onto the enemy. Now, the problem is, if you have Maiden out, Maiden also has that check that makes sure that only 4 ghouls can be around to kill the enemy. So you will need to E at the max range so Maiden doesn't get close enough and kill the rest of the ghouls. But if you land E on an enemy and you have multiple graves in the area and you're just too far away, you will still be able to summon multiple ghouls onto an enemy. So this buff will definitely work for Yorick in lane as well. It will be tricky to do, but it definitely can work. Additionally, with this change, if you have multiple ghouls attacking a jungle camp or in a way a lane, if I were to remove the dummy, the ghouls would remain in the lane pushing it. One way to make use of this is if all your pets are attacking a camp, you walk as far as you can away, you E, and then you walk mid, you will get multiple summons. Now, as long as you're able to avoid them before they reach you, and your pets run into, let's say, a tower as they're trying to get to you, if they see a wave, at least these ones saw a wave, these will keep pushing the wave. Of course, you're dying, but that's one way to make use of this. But the TLDR is basically this. Yorick's Q has less mana, it heals us the more we're missing on HP, so you should be maxing it first. The E is quicker, and if you're very far away, your pets will follow you. And in very niche scenarios, if you have graves out and you E somebody and you're able to get away, you could have more than 4 ghouls attacking somebody. Outside of that, Maiden's percent max HP has no cooldown, so as long as you're auto attacking somebody, you should be able to get multiple procs of it off. So use Titanic Hydra to reset your auto attacks and hit the enemy 3 times in a row like this. Otherwise, good luck and build more HP, build more attack speed, and have fun climbing, guys. Take care, good luck. I'll be going live soon, so see you then on Twitch or YouTube. Take care.